Okay, here is that Pi turntable. Model TTIM, made in Taiwan for Philips Australia. The motor's had a bit of a rod knock, that's alright. Seems to be alright now. Put some oil on that, it was nearly seized. I was restoring a rubber belt in us, because that's pretty loose, it wasn't working. So I've restored that in the boiling water. Just in the process of cleaning this up. So you've got your 12 volts, which I've got the socket for that. I'm going to glue it all up, insulate it all, that's a power socket. And I'm going to rewire this. I've got one ground and your two left and right channels, and I have to rewire that for some proper cords to go to those new plugs, which I'm going to put in here. These new plugs here. Got some feet that go on it, and they go on the other TIAC unit. So to rewire the audio so I can get these in there. I reckon I might just jump these two with a short bit of wire for ground. Jump the ground with a short bit of wire about that long, and that will just be close by in there. Because it doesn't have to plug in, and the sockets are just there anyway, which won't matter. Here's our needle. Well, it's not there, it's been broken off. So I've got to look this up in Google and get a new one. Part here, M-22D. Well, just remember what that symbol is. M22. So Google that. That will just eventually I'll find the picture that matches this, and I'll get the right part for it. That's how I got the auto font part. So I'll order that. Get a new needle for this thing. That's been lubricated, that belt's been boiled in water. It may have to be changed yet, but we'll see how we go. Okay, viewers, the belt actually repaired quite nicely. Here's how it actually works. What I mean by my wiring there. Doesn't look pretty, but I might have to probably tape the ground wire. Just glue this along here, and just heat shrink and glue that bit like that. That's all it really needs to be. That just has to be stiffened up against here. These wires will have to be glued up just so they don't break in here. That's all it really needs to be. Ground between those two shares the one common ground between the two of them. Left and right channel. That's your power. Easy, done. Now I have to change that motor. That is stuffed. You see it just kicks the belt on a different part of the two-step pulley there. And the belt just kicks up for 33, kicks it down for 45. That motor is stuffed. If I change that belt, it's going to be more on an angle, that motor. Yeah, that motor's going to have to come off. That is stuffed. Oh my god, that's stuffed. It's one of those turntables, got to put it back. It's not too bad a turntable for what it is, considering I see them at JB Hi-Fi as flimsy and crappy as this for like, the price is starting at $150. I mean a good one which hits you back at about $400, and it's no better than this one. So I only paid like $5 each for these turntables at the tip shop. So why bother spending a hell of a lot of money on a Chinese piece of crap where you can buy something like this vintage for next to nothing. And this is a Japanese one, this is a Taiwanese one, but it's not as flimsy as the newer stuff I've seen. It's cheap and cheesy, but I've seen the ones that they make that come out of China now are actually worse. So you can actually change that actual whole head shell if you wanted to. If I can't get the needle at all, but I think JB Hi-Fi might have that one, but I'll have to verify that, because I know there's a lot that looks similar. Well, I'll buff this chrome up and shine that up. This one's all semi-automatic. You press the queuing, and there's no queuing lever. You press the button and that does the work. Hinges are missing, that lid was cracked up, but this is the original one. So, oh my god, that's a motor shaft. The back bearing's gone. I'm surprised, I'm amazed the brushes and the commutator are still in alignment. That is stuffed. I'll live with it for now, I'll just have to find a new motor. I've got one, but I don't know if it's a, it might be a cassette, like a capstan motor from a dual tape deck, where you can switch between the speeds. But seeing this is actually a mechanically switched just by flipping the belt on a stepped pulley. All I really need is to get a motor that's the same RPM as that, even a normal ordinary capstan motor, which is probably what I might actually do, and then just tweak it manually and use an app on my smartphone to dial in the speeds, and just by tweaking the potentiometer on the motor, it's easier done to replace that. I've got a nice motor, like a proper heavy duty motor, but it's I can't adjust the speed and it hasn't got a driver board, directly driven one. That is stuffed. I could try pulling the bearing apart in the back and replacing it. I could try doing that. That may be an option. But it's just delicate to work on DC motors like that. Very delicate. Especially with the brushes. But that's the basics of it, it's all done. All I gotta do now is, put those feet on, and the major thing is to get a new needle. And this thing will start playing records as it is, even with that bad motor. But yeah, I'll have to change that motor for it to be a quite reliable machine. But there we are, it just sits on there like that, and then we've got a good turntable that sits on here. There we go, as you can see, this one plays nicely. Take me home, country roads. But could be copyrighted, so I've got to be careful here. Won't play too much of that. Oh, wow! Wow, that's not bad at all, is it? Not bad at all. Plays nicely. The speakers are nice and bassy too. They work real well. Yeah, that will clear up that switch. Works quite nicely. But yeah, I did order a new needle for that. It does play nicely, but sometimes it skips on some LPs. So just replace it. It's the best rule of thumb. It's quite a nice turntable there. A Japanese one. I've recalibrated that weight and adjusted it and set it correctly, so that's all working nicely now. ST215. I don't know why, but they're just expensive, that brand, so I thought, well, I don't know if it's people being idiots, but I've looked at this everywhere. They're just expensive turntables, so oh well, I'll just grab this one. It actually isn't a too bad turntable for what it is. It's by today's standards, it's a pretty damn good quality turntable. The crap you can buy nowadays, so push down on it and it hits. But yeah, now to get this one here fixed up, I get this one here going. I've lubricated the spindle. This one here, the whole spindle shaft turns in the middle. Like on my Sanyo, that whole shaft is on a bearing. It's not a bad little setup, I quite liked it actually. Probably it's a lot less to wear, it's a heavier duty bearing. This one here, I have not got a weight on it. There's no, well, there's a little screw and a chunk of metal underneath. It's actually preset. You can't actually adjust this one. It's not adjustable this way, so it's a cheap turntable. But they're all like that anyway nowadays. Unless you get more expensive upmarket brands, which you got the adjuster weight. But 90% of the ones you buy now, or the cheaper ones, are like this. Just the weight's preset. Anyway, that's speakers came out, or woofers came out quite nicely. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching. The viewers, I repaired these speakers now. They repaired quite nicely. Also picked up this turntable. It's a CDC, or Chia Denki Corporation. Didn't think much of it at the time. I had a good close detailed look at it and googled it. It's actually not a bad turntable. Still sells for about $200 even today. This thing's from the mid-80s. Auto fine cartridge and needle. I've ordered a new needle for it. It does play a lot, but it's got slight wear on it. So I thought, oh yeah, when I play new records I have to get a new needle. So a new needle's on its way for that one. Just plugs into your normal power and you've got your output, so this can go on any sort of system, so goes good on this. I also picked up another turntable, a Taiwanese Pi turntable from the mid-80s. About the same era as this. Philips branded, made by Philips for Pi Consumer Products in Australia. It's got a 12 volts, no mains cord in it, just got a socket for 12 volts and the audio output. So since this is a 12 volt output, we're going to make it integrated into this. So I've got 12 volts here, I've got a socket for that, and the ground is actually on that turntable has a ground wire which plugs in the back of that amp. So I just got 12 volt. Yeah, that's it. That goes in there. I've got to just wire these up. I've got to put a RCA cord in it now. Just in the process of doing it now. There's on a turntable which needs a needle.